Hello everyone. So welcome back to Fempreneur Saturday Talk Show. And ये particular जो session जो जो जिसका टाइटल है फाइनेंसिंग फैसिलिटी फॉर वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट अंडर आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान। अब आत्मनिर्भरता की बातें जो है वो हम बहुत कर रहे हैं, बट एक्चुअली ये जो छोटे छोटे हमारे जो सेशंस है, जिसमें एक सेशन में आप एक चीज इतना डीपली सीखो कि वो आप आपकी जो लाइफ है उसमें इंप्लीमेंट करो, बिकॉज एग्जीक्यूशन इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन नॉलेज, है ना। तो इसको एग्जीक्यूट करो, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करो, एंड देन लेट्स स्टार्ट इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एंड इम्प्रूविंग आवर लाइफ। सो वही पर्टिकुलर चीज सिखाने के लिए, बताने के लिए और आपको एजुकेट करने के लिए वी हैव एन एक्सपर्ट सीए निशा पटेल विथ अस टुडे फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर द कीनोट सेशन। एंड मैं ब्रीफली आपको बताता हूँ कि निशा जी क्या करते हैं, हु निशा पटेल इज। सो सीए निशा पटेल is a practicing chartered accountant and a qualified company secretary with rich experience of over 20 years. She is proprietor of a CA firm called Nisha Patel and Associates, and she is also partnered in Measures Pramod Kumar Ded and Associates and Ashish Nisha and Associates Chartered Accountants. Her expertise lies in consultation related to finance, direct tax, billing matters, and tax planning. She is financial literacy head of FICCI Ladies Organization and conducted various sessions on financial literacy for various class of people. She is co-chairperson of Women Members Empowerment Committee of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, that is called ICI, Ahmedabad branch, and conducted various programs for the upliftment of women. And she has been awarded as gem of a chartered accountant profession, that is CA profession, by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Ahmedabad branch. She is also featured in various media. And so let's welcome the believer of a statement. The literacy is important for growing India, and especially when we talk about the literacy. So the literacy is financial literacy. So friends, let's welcome CA Nisha Patel. Nisha ji, welcome to Fempreneur Saturday Talk Show, and it's over to you. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much, Praveen ji, for such an elaborate introduction. I am very much thankful to you for that. Very good morning to all the viewers, and very happy Shivratri. First of all, I would like to appreciate Vyapaar Jagat for this Fempreneur program, and especially today's program that is related to the financial awareness for women, which is my favorite topic. And I think it should be favorite for all women, because if it is so, then I think what we are fighting for women empowerment, that would not be required, right? So Atmanirbhar Bharat. The main, this Abhiyan's motto was to make India self-reliant. India can be self-reliant if every citizen of the country is contributing to the economy. We all are knowing that 50% of our population is women, and the contribution of women in the GDP of our country is only 17%, because only 19% of women is participating or working in the workforce. And it is said that if all the women of our country works for the economy of the country, our GDP may increase by 27%. So what an impact we women can make, not only to our family, but to the whole country, that we are not aware of. That's why I think this thing is happening, that we are taking it for granted. See, there are many reasons for which women are not able to come to the workforce. My earlier this sessioners has said all those things, but I would like to say that apart from that, one main reason is the lack of awareness of finance. As the woman is not aware, as I said, if she would be aware that she can make impact in the economy, she would have surely take interest in the economy. So that is the reason I think we are not aware about the finance stuff. For that, that confidence in us related to the finance is not coming, and we are putting ourselves always behind the man and giving him lead for that. I would like to share with you one story about two girls named Lakshmi and Daridra. ये दो लड़कियां थी. They were very good friends since childhood. They both were very intelligent, and they were always aspiring for a bright career of both of them. I would say about Lakshmi ki family aisi thi ki her mother was very independent. She was have good knowledge of finance, and she and her father, they both were taking decisions of the family, everything related to the finance. And Daridra's families was such where her father was only the person who was taking care of the finance. And she has never seen her mother taking any finance related decisions. So that was the background of both of them. And they both were studying in the same school. They started going to college, did the graduation, did the post-graduation. And then the day came, which they were waiting for long. They went for a job, and both of them got very good job. And they were very happy, and they were doing wonderful in their career also. Then one day came when they both got married, having lovely husband. As usual, they both were intelligent, so they managed the family very well. Then one day came after a year, Daridra got pregnant, and she wanted to spare time with her child. So she took break from her career, and she thought that I'll rejoin after 1 year or so when everything would be settled. But things were settling and settling and settling. And in this settlement, 10 years passed, and she didn't realize that she has left her job for since last 10 years. So after 10 years, she thought, no, I was thinking that I want to make my career, so I should rejoin my career and I should go and do a job or whatever I can get. So that way she searched for the jobs and all that, but she realized that 10 years have passed, technology has changed, so many changes have come in the society. She's not aware what is new, she is not having any network. So wherever she was going, she was getting rejections. And at last, she got a job at a place with a very minimal, very less salary. On the other hand, if we see Lakshmi, Lakshmi was a girl. She was from since childhood. She was saving money. She had a habit of whatever pocket money she was getting. She was saving money from that. Even after her job also, she was putting some amount of saving with her. And when she got married, after a year, she planned her pregnancy. Before conceiving, she planned that she would take a break. And for that, she had enough fund with her so that when she's not working, that fund can be utilized, as at that time, when she's not earning, she won't be having any problem. So she talked with her boss that I want to go on leave, but I also want to do work. So it would be better if he would be able to give her work from home. As her boss was very happy with her, he allowed her. And along with taking care of her child, she was also, whenever she was getting time, she was doing work from home. Gradually, she started freelancing job. And years by years, she started her own business. And with the time of 10 years, she was one of the best highest earning entrepreneur of the city. So this was the story of both the women. They both started from same place, scratch. They started their career, but she was a girl, Lakshmi was a girl who was able to make her career with the same things they both were facing. But the reason was Lakshmi was well aware about the financial terms. She was knowing that how she can impact her family as well as to the economy. And that is the reason she was able to contribute. She was able to get whatever goals she has in her life, right? So this shows that finance plays a very important role in our life. And it is, I think, must for all of us, all the women must participate in the finance. I would like to share with you all, just a minute, let me open this. Is it visible? I hope it is visible.
It is visible. It is visible, Nishaji.
Yeah. According to a survey, 77.7% of our country's population is literate. Literate means they can read and write. But only 21% of women are financially literate. Like, literate pura country hai, but financially literate, only 21% of women are financially literate. And aage jaye to 77% of the women are such who are dependent either on their husband, or on their kids, or on their any family members for taking any financial decisions. And ऐसा कहा जाता है कि women men से 5 से 6 साल ज्यादा जीती है. She outlives man for 5 to 7 years more. And what happens after the death of a family member, a husband or spouse, so spending those 5 years having no knowledge of finance, she feels that is a very pathetic situation for her. She has to depend on her family members और कोई भी neighbors के ऊपर उसको depend करना पड़ता है. And due to the reason, it is seen that most of her wealth, काफी सारी उसके health का जो हिस्सा है वो इस तरह से siphoned off हो जाता है, because she is not knowing that मैं मेरी wealth को किस तरह से manage करूं. बहुत सारे लोग हमारे में से किसी को नहीं, family members, we are being women not knowing what is a family's net worth. काफी सारे लोगों को ये भी नहीं पता कि what is net worth, which is a very important term. Most of us we are not knowing कि भी हमारी पूरी family की what is the investment, हमारे husband ने कहाँ पैसे लगाए हैं, हमारे father ने कहाँ पैसे invest करके रखे हैं, उसके papers कहाँ है, अगर online है तो what is the access, what are the password to access those investments. We are not having any health or life insurance. ऐसा कहा जाता है that 56% of women are not having any life insurance cover. And chalo, husbands are having insurance cover, even they are not aware कि वो insurance अगर कुछ होता है तो how they should apply, what is the number of that insurance agent from whom he can get the money. Then what are the retirement plans? Retirement plans का तो I don't think, it's only 2% of women who are thinking about the retirement plans or who are planning for the retirement. Rest of 98% have never thought about the retirement plans. They're just simply relying upon their husbands or their kids that they would plan their retirement. So these are the things because of which somehow we are dependent. We are always taking our seats back that yes, our husband is there, he would manage all these things. Why this thing is happening? We all are very smart. Women are considered as very smart in taking all the type of decisions in their life. Then why this thing is happening? The reason behind this thing is our conditioning. Since childhood, directly or indirectly, we are told or we are taught that finance is not our forte. It is not our cup of tea. And with the time, we start believing that, yes, finance is the stuff we can't do. I remember the story of eagle's baby and chick. You might all have heard. एक बार एक ईगल का बच्चा गलती से hen के nest में आ जाता है. And hen hatched her, और वो ईगल का बच्चा hen के बच्चे सब chicken के साथ he also grew up. उन सब के साथ वो मिट्टी में खेलता है, फुदकता है, छोटी छोटी उड़ान लेता है, because as chicken were not able to fly high, so he also thinks that he is also not able to fly high. तो इस तरह से उसकी life with chicken चल रही होती है. Then one day what he sees, आसमान में देखता है तो कोई बहुत ऊपर उड़ रहा है. He asks his friends that ये कौन इतना ऊपर जो उड़ रहा है वो कौन है? तो उसके friends बोलते हैं, अरे तुझे नहीं पता, ये तो ईगल है. ये ईगल ऐसा पंछी है जो बहुत ऊंची उड़ान लगा सकता है. तो उस बच्चे को लगता है, अरे why I can't do that. तो वो उन सबको बोलता है कि मैं भी उड़ना चाहता हूँ, मैं भी इतनी ऊंची उड़ान करना चाहता हूँ. तो सब उस पर हंसने लग जाते हैं कि तुम कैसे उड़ सकते हो, तुम तो चिकन हो, तुम उड़ ही नहीं सकते हो. So he started believing in them. Okay, I am chicken, I cannot fly like that. And for the whole of his life, he kept believing that कि वो कभी इतनी ऊंची उड़ान उड़ ही नहीं सकता. और he died with that thought only that yes, I cannot fly this much high. So this is the thing which we women have also believed for ourselves, that yes, even though we are having potential, but we have kept in our mind that no, this finance is not our baby. Like we let them be the baby of our husbands only. We will handle other things. So I think we should uncondition this conditioning which has been made so far with us. And we need to understand what is the value of finance, what is financial literacy. We need to literate ourselves about the finance. Why financial literacy is important? Because it helps us to learn how to be smart with money, how to earn, spend, budget, how to invest your money in the most effective manner so that you can grow and grow your money. The various components of finance that I have already covered. Now, for starting any finance decisions, हमको knowledge होना चाहिए. We should have knowledge, but क्या कैसे हमको आगे बढ़ेगा? First step is you should have clear thoughts in the mind that what are your goals from the life. हर किसी के goals अलग होते हैं. Like that Lakshmi had goals that वो अपने career को बनाना चाहती थी, तो so that for she was saving funds. So everyone should have short term goals होते हैं, mid term goals हैं, long term goals हैं. Short term में you want to go somewhere, you want to buy some bike or something. Mid term में you want to marry, you want to educate yourself, you want to buy a house. Long term you want to plan for your retirement. So these are the different ways, different goals should be there in your life. अब goals fix करने से कुछ नहीं होता है. Goals के आगे what you need to do. Goals तो हमारे fix हो गए, but these goals should be smart. ऐसा नहीं कि हाँ मैं मेरी life में मुझे एक अच्छा घर चाहिए, so goal हो गया. उस घर के लिए what is required? You have to make a plan. मुझे कितना पैसा चाहिए होगा और वो पैसा मुझे कितने टाइम में चाहिए होगा, and वो टाइम में मुझे कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट करना पड़ेगा या कितना सेविंग करना पड़ेगा, so that I'll be able to get the money. So like if I want to go Goa, I have to say कि या 15,000 मुझे चाहिए, 15,000 में से I'm having 5,000, so less 10,000 I will require. Within how much months I'm going? Within 10 months. So for 10 months, मुझे 10,000 चाहिए. तो every month, if I'll save 1,000 or per day, if I save 33 rupees, I'm able to go to Goa. So this is called a short way of making plans. जब हमारे plans smart होते हैं, तो it's very easy to execute them. This was about small term goal. अब आगे in future we want to make a long term loan, like हमको हमारे future में retirement plans करने हैं, for education के लिए हमको plan करने हैं. Then हम अभी आज हमारा suppose we want to future में आज के time में 10 lakhs में हमारी post graduation suppose हो रही है. So we will see, okay, 10 लाख मुझे save करने हैं for my kids for the future. But it's not so, because वो 10 लाख उस टाइम पे 18 लाख या 19 लाख हो सकते हैं ड्यू टू द रीजन ऑफ इन्फ्लेशन. देयर इज इन्फ्लेशन, जो महंगाई जिसे कहते हैं, हर साल 6% के रेट से महंगाई बढ़ रही है. एंड वो 6% को कैलकुलेट करके वी हैव टू प्लान कि भी यस 10 साल के बाद I won't require 10 lakhs, I would require 18 lakhs. And accordingly, मुझे मेरा कैलकुलेशन करना है that every year how much amount I am required to save, right? Similarly, अगर मुझे कोई business start करना है, if I want to start some business, I have to find out that what should be the initial cost of my business. मुझे कितना पैसा, what capital is required to start that business. मेरी कितनी working capital requirement होगी, मेरी कितनी requirement जो है वो मुझे fixed assets लाने के लिए चाहिए होगी. Then what is my present net worth? अभी मेरे पास कितना पैसा है जो मैं अपने business के लिए contribute कर सकती हूँ. Then what would be my projected sale? What would be my projected operating cost of business? What would be my fixed and variable cost? काफी टाइम हम लोग कुछ सारे खर्चे होते हैं which we are not even considering for making any decisions. Like हमने fixed asset ले लिया, उस पे हमारा हर साल depreciation होता है, but when we are calculating cost, हम depreciation consider ही नहीं करते हैं. इंटरेस्ट है, इंटरेस्ट हमको 2-3 साल के बाद सपोज हमको पे करने का आ रहा है. सो व्हेन वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग आवर कॉस्ट, वी आर नॉट टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द इंटरेस्ट, कि इंटरेस्ट हम सोचते हैं कि ठीक है वो कॉस्ट ही नहीं है, बट ऑल दीज एक्सपेंसेस वी हैव टू कंसीडर. देन व्हाट वुड बी आवर जीपी रेशियो, हमको कितना प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, कितना ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट, कितना नेट प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, हमारा ब्रेक इवन कब आएगा. बिकॉज जब तक योर ब्रेक इवन इज नॉट कमिंग, यू हैव टू ब्रिंग योर ओन मनी. तुमको बिजनेस में से पैसा नहीं मिलने वाला है. सो ऑल दिस प्लान्स वी हैव टू डू. सो आफ्टर फॉर ब्रेक इवन तक जितना पैसा तुमको चाहिए, हाउ यू विल ब्रिंग with your own money? Do you have your own money? Will you buy it from banks, or you will call investor to invest funds in you? So all those plannings, for that it requires, you need to make planning. You should have some goals in your life. So first thing is to make your goals. Goals are done. Goals ke baad what happens is, what is you are actually having. पहला चीज, अब उसको implementation के लिए we need to know what is our net worth. Net worth is assets minus liability. मतलब जितना पैसा, whatever cash is with you, whatever things which can be converted into cash, that is your asset, और कौन सी आपकी लाइबिलिटी, जो उसके सामने आपको किसी को पैसा देना है, दैट इज योर लाइबिलिटी. सो यू नीड टू नो कि भाई हाँ, मेरी एसेट्स माइनस लाइबिलिटी करके इतना पैसा आई एम हैविंग राइट नाउ. सो रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स विच आई नीड टू प्लान फॉर माई फ्यूचर. You need to make budgeting for that. कुछ भी प्लान करने के लिए what is your income, what is your expense, that you must be knowing. And उसके लिए you should have periodic हिसाब जिसे बोलते हैं. इतना पैसा आया, इतना पैसा गया. This is my expense and this is my closing balance. So when you're knowing that yeah, मेरा हर महीने में मैं इतना पैसा बचाती हूँ, तो मुझे मेरे goals के लिए how much amount is required. Suppose for going to Goa as earlier, मुझे 3,000 रुपए हर महीने बचाने हैं. And with my expense, I'm able to ये cash flow मैंने बनाया जिसमें हर महीना में सिर्फ 1,000 रुपए बचा सकती हूँ. So I'm in deficit by 2,000 rupees. तो your mind will run. Yes, नहीं, मुझे या तो 2,000 कमाने हैं, या I have to curtail my expenditure so that I can go to Goa in the December and I can make my plan accordingly. Right? So this is the way. For every this was just a small example I'm giving, but for all big decisions, this is cash flow and outflow. This budget you need to make so that you will come to know that yes, this is the amount which I will require in the future and I have to make my plan accordingly. अब ये सब हमने कर लिया, ये तो हमारे सपने बन गए कि भाई यस, मुझे ये मेरी लाइफ में करना है. मुंगेरी लाल के हसीन सपनों से नहीं चलेगा. We have to implement that. So for that we need to earn, right? So we need to know what are the various ways of earning. See, incomes are there is two types of income, that is active income and passive income. Active income is something for which we have to be very much active as we are in the gym and all that. Our presence is required, like job, business, freelancing, working, services, wherever we are going, our presence is required. If our presence is not there, we won't get any money. So that is called our active income. Now, passive income is what? Even if we are not going to our office or we are not going for job, anything, you are sleeping at home, still the income is coming. अब ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? ऐसा तो नहीं हो सकता ना कि भी ऑफिस नहीं जाओ, कुछ भी काम नहीं करो. फॉर दैट यू हैव टू पुट सो मच एफर्ट्स बिफोर, तभी पैसिव इनकम आती है. लाइक सपोज इफ यू हैव रिटन अ बुक, आपने एक बार एफर्ट किया, बुक लिख दी and that is published. Now you're sleeping आराम से घर पे. Whenever anyone is buying your book, so that amount will come in your bank account, the royalty amount you will get. So that your passive income. Similarly, you are having YouTube channel, बहुत अच्छे से चल रहा है, and you made a very good video, और आराम से आप अपना घर पे सो रहे हैं, and you are getting ad income from that, right? So आपने कोई घर खरीदा है या कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी खरीदी है, you have given that on rent, you are getting income on that, even though you are not working hard for that. Then similarly you have parked or invested money in some investment, कहीं FD में डाला या कोई भी जगह पे you have invested, and out of that you are getting interest income. So that is your passive income. So these are the various types of passive incomes which we can earn, and I think combination of active as well as passive income is required, because at a time, suppose at retirement age, or like that Lakshmi was having a pregnancy period when she was not able to work actively, but at that time she has a pacifier of this passive income with which she can live her life. Now, next thing is important is expenditure, spending mindfully. That is also important. While making any expenditure, we should be very keep one thing in mind, that whether I can earn out of this expenditure. That seems very strange, but yes, we have to think whenever we are making any expenditure that whether I can earn something from this expenditure. Then ultimately suddenly we'll realize कि भी आज मैं 20,000 रुपए या 2,000 रुपए suppose एक चीज में डाल रही हूँ, I'm giving some gift to somebody of 2,000 rupees of bouquet, and इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट बुके अगर मैं वही कोई उसको गोल्ड के बॉन्ड्स दे रही हूँ या शेयर्स मैं उसको कोई गिफ्ट कर रही हूँ, तो दैट 2,000 कैन बी 20,000 आफ्टर 10 years, बट ये बुके कल मुरझा जाएगा. सो दैट एक्सपेंडिचर थॉट, वो थॉट कि वेदर दिस एक्सपेंडिचर इज गोइंग टू गेट मी अर्न समथिंग वुड मेक यू अर्न मोर इनकम, राइट? सो whenever you are making an expenditure, keep that in mind. What is my need? What is my want? There is 50-30-20 rule for the expenditure, that whatever you are earning, उसका 50% portion should go to your needs. मतलब आपकी रोजमर्रा के जो खर्चे हैं, हाउसिंग, आपकी जो भी आप घर का खाना लेके आ रहे हो, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, which are your needs, जिसके बिना आपका घर नहीं चल सकता. Then 30% are your hobbies, कि भी आप पार्टी कर रहे हो, डाइन आउट कर रहे हो, नेटफ्लिक्स देख रहे हो. those expense should be from of 30% of your whatever income you're having, and 20% at least 20% should be a saving. But this is not a thumb rule. Like it may change according your income. जैसे और income बढ़ती है तो you can shift it, but this is the basic rules which if we are knowing would be helpful. Then saving is very important part of a life. Saving है तो कभी भी in future में कुछ भी problem आता है, so we can use that savings for the futures. So everyone should do saving. Saving में ऐसे Warren Buffett has said that earning minus saving should be expenditure. Many people are saying that अरे मेरे पास तो पैसे बचते ही नहीं है, मैं कैसे save करूँ? No, you should first save, and whatever amount is there with you, with that you should make your expenditure. Saving is for so many reasons, as we know. Next thing is emergency fund. We all should have at least 3 to 6 months. I would say even more than that. Funds should be reserved for our contingency, as we have all faced in the Corona period that we were not able to earn for 1 year or so. So if during this period, this contingency fund is there, this emergency fund is there, we are at least with a peace of mind, right? And next, I would say if any young people are attending this session, that save as early as possible. Save and invest as early as possible. For that, I would say that suppose a person want 6 lakhs of corpus at the age of 40, usko 6 lakh rupe chahiye, and वो 20 years की age में अपना investment every month का 600 रुपए का start करता है, तो सिर्फ 600 रुपए में 40 साल की उम्र में उसके 6 लाख रुपए हो जाएंगे. बट वही अगर एट द एज ऑफ 30 स्टार्ट करता है, मतलब आई एम कंसीडरिंग रेट ऑफ रिटर्न इज 12%. अब वही जो 20 साल की जगह 30 साल पे करता है, तो उसको हर महीने 2600 रुपए इन्वेस्ट करने पड़ेंगे. मतलब 600 कहाँ और 2600 कहाँ. So he has to invest pretty high for getting same amount of 6 lakhs, right? So the reason behind that is the compounding, power of compounding. क्योंकि हमको इंटरेस्ट के ऊपर इंटरेस्ट, दिस इज नॉट अ मैजिक. Whenever we are investing, हमको उस पे इंटरेस्ट मिलता है, फिर नेक्स्ट ईयर इंटरेस्ट के ऊपर इंटरेस्ट मिलता है. सो कंपाउंडिंग बेनिफिट वी आर गेटिंग, एंड दैट इज द रीजन इन लेसर अमाउंट वी आर गेटिंग मोर फंड्स एट द later amount. Power of compounding, that I have already said, that interest on interest. And one thing which we all ladies are doing during demonetization, we have faced also, that we all are keeping our money inside the cupboard, under our sarees and all that, or inside the kitchen somewhere, and not keeping them in the banks. That is a very bad habit. Let money flow. Because why? Because when we are letting money flow, we can earn out of that money. Suppose you kept 10,000 in a cupboard, after a year that would be 10,000 only. If you kept it in the bank, so saving bank में 3% के हिसाब से देखो तो आपको 10,300 एक साल के बाद मिलेंगे. And if you have kept in some investment where 12% return you are getting, तो 11,200 जैसा आपका return मिल सकता है. So always keep your money, let your money flow. Don't keep inside the cupboard. Now this is the rule of 72. हम सबको कभी भी इन्वेस्ट करते हैं तो वन थिंग सबके दिमाग में आती है कि पैसा डबल कब होगा, राइट? तो दिस इज अ वेरी सिंपल रूल ऑफ 72. जो भी रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है वो आपको मिल रहा है. सपोज यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग इन एफडी, जिसका अभी तो नहीं मिल रहा है, बट 8% एवरेज रिटर्न सपोज यू आर गेटिंग. 72 डिवाइडेड बाय 8, तो आपका पैसा कितने साल के बाद? 9 साल के बाद डबल होगा. सो यू डोंट नीड एनी मच बिग कैलकुलेशन. सिंपल विद दिस कैलकुलेशन यू विल कम टू नो, जिससे यू विल कम टू नो कि विच इन्वेस्टमेंट इज बेटर फॉर यू, आपको किसमें इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए, राइट? सो दिस वाज द रूल ऑफ 72. सेम वे इन्फ्लेशन एंड रूल ऑफ 72. आपको लग रहा है कि मुझे 10 साल के बाद ये चीज चाहिए, लाइक आई वांट एजुकेशन ऑफ माय चाइल्ड आफ्टर 10 years, तो वही का रूल आज 10 लाख है, तो 10 साल के बाद आपको 12 साल के बाद यू हैव टू पे कितना? 20 लाख करना पड़ेगा. सो 72 डिवाइडेड बाय 6 इसलिए बिकॉज इन्फ्लेशन रेट इज एवरेज ऑन एन एवरेज 6%, राइट? नाउ इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, we all should have investment, which portion is normally not taken care of by the women. But I must say all of you that we must take stand. We must know about what are the various ways of investing. There are various types of investments, various class of investments: shares, mutual funds, real estate, bonds, NSE, and number of investments. We need to go in detail. Some investments are giving higher returns, like mutual funds and shares market. If you are investing on an average 10 साल का एवरेज देखें तो you will get 12%. रियल एस्टेट में आपको 9-10% का रिटर्न मिलता है. FDs and that if you are investing to 6 to 8% of return you are getting. So अब ये क्वेश्चन आता है तो वेयर टू इन्वेस्ट. इतना सब कुछ है, हमको इन्वेस्ट कैसे करने का. म्यूचुअल फंड में करेंगे तो अच्छा रिटर्न है तो वी शुड इन्वेस्ट इन दैट. शेयर्स में इन्वेस्ट कर दें. इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक दैट. जितनी चीज में रिटर्न ज्यादा मिलता है उसमें उतना रिस्क होता है. सो वी हैव टू मिटिगेट अवर रिस्क एंड रिवार्ड. रिवार्ड कितना मिल रहा है दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन रिस्क. जितना ज्यादा रिस्क लोगे उतना ज्यादा रिवार्ड मिलेगा, बट उसके सामने रिस्क एसोसिएटेड है. सो हमको एक डाइवर्सिफाई फंड्स करना पड़ता है कि ये थोड़ा पैसा इसमें, थोड़ा पैसा ऐसे. लेकिन अब ये करने के लिए व्हाट इज द रूल, हमको कैसे पता चलेगा, राइट? वी जस्ट स्टार्टेड हाउ टू मेक दिस थिंग. So for that there is a rule that is again not a thumb rule, person to person.
Nisha ji, I'm sorry I'm interrupting in between, but we are running short of time, so let's try to
yeah. So this is rule of minus 100 minus age. So 100 और आपकी एज जो है उसको माइनस करेंगे तो दैट विल बी द अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट जो आप अपनी इक्विटीज या रिस्की एसेट्स में डालें. बाकी वाला जो है वो नॉर्मल एसेट्स में डालें, right? Similarly with the borrowing should not exceed 20 to 25% of your monthly income. You should be aware about the CIBIL scores. That is very important. उसके basis पे your credit rating is done, and you won't get loans if your credit score is very much low. Right, then we all should plan for our future. Like कभी भी कुछ भी mishappening होती है, we should have insurance, we should have mediclaim, pension plans होना चाहिए, wills होना चाहिए. These all things we should be aware of, so that in future कभी भी family में कोई contingency happen होती है, so our money is secured. We should consider direct taxes also. हमारी income में से काफी portion वो भी ले जाते हैं. Family doctors के number, chartered accountants के number, insurance agents के numbers, this all we should be knowing. What are the personal will, what are the insurance policy, what are the ways to access them. ये सारे documents हैं which we all should be aware of. So at last I would like to say the government has started many type of policies. बहुत सारी schemes women के लिए start की हैं, that is बेटी बचाओ, बेटी पढ़ाओ. But I would say that बेटी कमाओ भी होना चाहिए, because ultimately when बेटी will कमाओ, then we will be able to get our dream of Atmanirbhar Bharat. For that, I think certain facilities which may give her ease to come out and work, like precious facilities for women at the workplace. They should be given work from home facility. That type of stuff should be given to them, so that they can very comfortably come and do their work and contribute to our country and make our India Atmanirbhar Bharat. With this words, I would thank you all for this opportunity, and I hope women would think that they would also like to contribute to their country and make our India Atmanirbhar Bharat. Thank you very much. Thank you, Praveen ji. I think I took, I was given late, so
yeah,
my
absolutely.
time...
That's okay, Nisha ji. Yeah, Nisha ji, thank you so much, and I request you to please stop sharing so that we can.
Yeah. Just a minute.
All right. Thank you so much, Nisha ji, for I think you have shared lot of things. And मैं जो भी ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं, जो भी ये सेशन को देख रहे हैं, उनको ये बोलूंगा कि ऐसे सेशन को हम लोग बोलते हैं पावर पैक सेशन. और ऐसे पावर पैक सेशन में जितना ज्ञान होता है वो आप एक आधे घंटे में डाइजेस्ट नहीं कर सकते हो. इसको करने के लिए व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज यू हैव टू टेक योर पेन एंड पेपर. जो भी चीजें निशा जी ने वन बाय वन बताई है उसको जॉट डाउन करो. यू पुट इट इन योर प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ कि ये पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट के लिए आप क्या कर रहे हो और कितना किया है अभी तक. ऐसे पूरा एक चेकलिस्ट बनाओ, बिकॉज दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ फंडामेंटल्स जो आपको फाइनेंशियली अगर स्ट्रांग होना है. इफ कहीं पे भी आप सोच रहे हो कि यू वांट टू बिकम दी फाइनेंशियली फ्री, तो ये दिस इज मैंडेटरी, दिस इज मस्ट. एक चेकलिस्ट बनाओ, वन बाय वन हर एक चीजों को देखो कि आप आपकी लाइफ में इसका क्या वेटेज है, क्या कर रहे हो, कितना किया है, एंड देन यू विल फाइंड लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. एंड आई थिंक दैट समरी विल हेल्प यू अ लॉट टू बिकम दी financially free, and it will help us a lot. So thank you so much, Nisha ji, for sharing a lot of things. And yeah, thank you so much once again for accepting our invitation and sharing this particular insight. Thank you.